made a couple like big errors, you know what I mean, and you eliminate a couple of those, then you know it may be a different game. And like I said, he did a lot of good things, and you know most important that the red zone interception is obviously a tough one to overcome. You know, we had some momentum going in to score there, but you know, again, he's a true freshman. I think that we all have extremely high expectations for him, and he has extremely high expectations for himself. And but at times, like, you're gonna make some freshman mistakes. He did that, and we got to find a way to overcome that and learn from the mistakes you make and be better the next week.
Why do you think the receivers have struggled to catch the ball this season?
It's a great question. You know, I think as often we throw it, you're gonna have some drops. I think we've had more than normal, but you know, I think that second half, the guys kind of started to settle in early on. Maybe we pressed a little bit or something, and some balls were on the ground. You know, in the red zone, again, those are 2 red zone trips. And I don't know if the interception were technically in the red zone, but we were right there on the border of it on the second half. And then the first drive of the game, you know, we had 2 red zone drops back to back, which probably takes points off the board. And so you got to lock in and make the most of your opportunities down there, and we didn't do it the other night.
What led to the increase in downfield targets for Gary in the second half? It worked really well.
Yeah, it did. You know, I think they were pressing and we took a shot, and it wasn't like we came out saying, hey, we have to throw it down the field. It was just, you know, again, we were getting some press man and took some shots down the field. And Gary made some plays, you know, and that's really good to see. And I think that, you know, Gary's a kid that since he's been here, he's never complained, he's never griped, he just shows up and works every day with a great attitude. And I think that as you've seen over the last 2, you know, I think last year early on he was kind of had a hamstring, which kind of held him back. But as that season went on and he got more and more healthy, you know, he started to come on. I think you see the same thing this year. It seems like every single week he's gotten better and better and better. But I think that's a testament to the type of guy he is and the type of kid he's been, and just the way he shows up every day. And when you show up and do things right and work hard every single day and don't worry about what else is going on around you, you know, I think you just see yourself get better every day. And it's been fun to, like I said, he's a pleasure to work with every single day. And when good things happen to guys that work like that, it's you know, it makes you happy as a coach because you see the work that he's put in to get to where he is, and then he starts making the plays that he's making. He's earned it, and so that's what I think makes you the most proud, is you feel like, man, that he's earned everything that he's doing right now, and the opportunities came, and when the ball finds you, you know, in this offense we don't try to necessarily force it to anyone, but when you start making plays, that ball finds you a little bit more because those quarterbacks start looking at you. You know, when they start trusting you to make plays, the ball finds you, and the ball found him the other night, and he made the plays when it came to him. And so that was fun to see, and like I said, the best part about it was he's worked to get to where he is, and he worked to make those plays, and it showed up.
Does Jaxson have the same run call responsibilities that Keaton did at this point?
We didn't check as many the other night, I don't think, but I mean, in the plan, we don't hesitate to let him do it, you know. And like I said, the other night, we felt like we could line up and execute some stuff, so we didn't have to check as many runs the other night. But if we need him to, I think he can, you know. And so that's not something that we're scared to do with him at all.
How did he grade out pre-snap Saturday?
How did he grade out what?
Pre-snap.
I thought he did a great job. You know, like I said, I think he made a couple major mistakes that cost us, but other than that, he did a lot of good things, and he has a presence that excites the unit, and because of that, good things usually happen when he's out there, and that's what happened the other night.
As a coaching staff, how difficult is it, especially when, you know, the team is struggling down the stretch, to balance, you know, playing young guys and kind of giving them a chance versus trying to hold on to their red shirt and maintain that for future years?
Yeah, you know, that's a decision that's getting made as a full staff, you know, and a lot of times that's over our head. I mean, like, you know, I think that, you know, we want to make sure that we do right by the kids always, but at the same time, if the guys making plays and doing a lot of good things, we want to give them reps too. And so, you know, like I said, as a staff, it's something we discuss. It's something we discuss as an entire staff, I mean, not just the coaching staff, an entire staff, to get them together and try to figure out what's best for the roster, what's best for the kid, and what's best for the team, and make a decision and roll with it. And the other thing is try to communicate with the kid and make sure that they understand what the plan is. And you know, because like I said, we don't ever want to put those, you know, we don't ever want to do what's not right for the kid.
How do you think your offense has evolved since the 2019 BYU loss?
It's evolved a lot. I mean, just from a personnel standpoint, it's a lot different. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of times that's the, I say it all, I mean, I've probably said it a lot, but, you know, I think from year to year, you're going to look a lot different just based on who you have, you know, and it could look different from game to game based on injuries or whatever, you know what I mean? And so I think that we've evolved. A lot of it's just from a personnel standpoint. And, you know, in 19, with the personnel we had, we played a lot more 10 personnel because we had a lot of depth at the receiver position. That's some really talented ones. You know, the further down this season we've gone, the more it's been, you know, 11 or 12 personnel, and a lot of it, like I said, has to do with the personnel. What we feel like gives us the best chance to be successful. And so, you know, I think that's always what we try to do as a staff, is figure out what gives us the best chance to be successful, what personnel settings, what groupings, and what formations, and go try to do it. And so, like I said, I think that our personnel, especially right now, with depth at certain positions, has changed a ton since 2019, and so it probably looks a lot different.